What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again on a Saturday afternoon, and it's not so hot in Bristol, but hey ho, I've got Cal with us. Big up to you, Cal.
Mate, you're so well. Hope you're doing well out there.
Champion stuff. I mean, the sun ain't shining, and because the weather's not that sweet yet. But there you go. But guys, if you like the video, like what you see, and please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Also, if you'd like to super chat, then click on the $sign. If you'd like to become a member, then please hit the join button as well. The one thing I've got to say as well is Goal Linton as well. Thanks to the becoming a member from the channel, by the way, mate. I forgot it yesterday, so thank you so much indeed. I'm going to go straight on to the comments as well. Start with the comments. Big up to Peter G. Love it, John. Very professional. Thank you. Keep up the good work. How we the lads? Onwards and upwards to Newcastle and your channel. Thank you so much indeed. And we're going to thank you. He's the one who wants to go for the big players. Bless him. Let's see if Barry's right. We offered 34 mil for Diaby. I'm sure they want more than that. Big up to Jay Sweeter. Looking for the stream. Thanks so much indeed. And Ian, I'm going to have to kind of agree, but 34 million, I think Bayern Leverkusen wants more than that. That is correct. We're not getting the RB. I don't think he wants to come anyway. And big up to Danielle. I believe it when I see it. I've always said that as well. I'm not going to pipe anyone up yet until they sign the dotted line. Big up to Truls, some of me mods as well. Big up to you, mate. Hope you're okay. Big up to Davey. Big up to Gareth and your wife and family. And thank you so much indeed, Truls. You heard the guy. Keep it civil. Hit the subscribe button, like, and enjoy the show. Thanks so much. So, Carl, breaking news came out yesterday that we beaten AC Milan to the punch of getting Sven Botman. It's been a long process. It was way back in January. That Milan thought they won the race and getting them on a 5-year contract. And let's be real, Milan haven't got the money and the takeover as well. And yeah, tell us your thoughts on him.
So like you say, it's been a long saga. Obviously, we tried to get him in January. There was so many times that the goalposts were keeping moved on the fee that Lille wanted for him. I think also his agent was playing a part in that as well. Maybe because we all know what agents are like. I mean, just look at Hugo Ekitike's for that matter on agents. But we will get to that later into the video, I'm sure. But for the Sven Botman one, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits that, he's finally agreed to join Newcastle. It's the right move for him. We've got a really good project here. We're going places. AC Milan, obviously, at the moment are having trouble with finances because they're trying to get a takeover. We've been through that, of course, before ourselves, just recently before this takeover came in. So we know what it's like to be going through that. So I'm sure, the AC Milan fans will be really paid off that they didn't get this signing. One in particular, of course, being Paolo Maldini. He was definitely a one that was pushing this hard for this, transfer for Sven Botman. And it's a really good player. It's a foundation block for we're going forward as well. If we can secure players like this, then we can secure pretty much anybody we want. But for me, it's ticking all the right boxes in the transfers that we should be doing, going forward.
I have to see 100%. I mean, look, Eddie Howe wants to fix the defence. He's definitely fixed that. Kieran Trippier, Dan Burn, Fabian Sean, a new deal, Matt Target as well. Now, if and do we get Sven Botman, then that'd be the complete set. And I think it's going to be very exciting being a Newcastle United supporter. But you're right. But the touch on Maldini there, I don't be very happy. I don't think the Milan fans will be particularly happy as well, because I can tell you something now. If you don't need a job or to get the players in, they will question you straight away. They lost that on Renato Sanchez as well, apparently. Couldn't get him over the line. Now, they try to get Sven, could not get over the line. I mean, look, end of the day, right, especially when you got Newcastle United, right, beating Milan to the punch, and they're not going to be happy, Milan fans. I can tell that right away. I got Thomas's cloak as well. Big to you, Tom. We haven't got him yet, mate. So don't pipe up. Just wait till he signs the dotted line, mate. It's as simple as that. And she was on Danielle. I heard Botman's left-footed. If that's the case, will that cause issue partnership with Burn? That's a good question. What's your take on that one, Carl?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think Dan Burn could easily play on the other side of the centre-back role as well. So I don't really think the left-footed thing's going to be really much of an issue, to be honest. That's my take basically on it. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue, to be honest, on that one with the left-footed. But I think they can both play either way. At the end of the day, it's centre-back role, isn't it? You know, if you can play it at one, then I'm sure you'll be able to play it on the other side as well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I heard one or two people say that could he anyhow play a back three in the summer next season, but I think he may play a back three at some stage. Depends who he will play against. But look, at the end of the day, we've got to see what happens on that. But you're right. Big up to Rachel, one of my mods. Afternoon to you. I hope you're fine. I hope you had a good time in Paris, by the way. Big up to DJ Floats. Hi, everyone. Don't get to watch many of your live shows, John, but please, I've caught this one live. Thank you so much for joining. And welcome aboard. I'm looking forward to a good show. I'm buzzing about Botman. Yes, it's great news that the agree's been agreed, but he's yet to agree personal terms. So let's not pipe anyone up just yet, but I hope you can have a fantastic weekend with family. Botman, an amazing sign, in my opinion. Yeah, and Botman, Burns, Lascelles. This is our 4 centre backs for 2022. Or would agree with Lascelles? Me, if I was Newcastle, I think Lascelles should be on his way. I think you should sell him to Forest as well, to be quite honest with you. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think it's good enough for Newcastle now. We have moved on. He's been in the club since 2014, right? Yes, he's been out in the Championship, but under Rafa Benitez, he's been out. But since then, it's slightly gone backwards, to be fair. He gets beat easy, he gets turned easily, he gets done for pace, you know, and he's just so late in the tackle as well. But I just don't think it's good enough for this bright and great future Newcastle United. So, and chose the Rachel for saying hi to everyone else. It's great. Del Express on running the derby story is not bad. Pure paper talk. Look, my opinion, right? If he is going to leave, I think he'll probably end up going to PSG. But I'm not the ITK guys. All it is, right? I mean, he's a Leverkusen player in a minute. Until things changes, he's exactly that. And from what I've heard, I think he's quite happy with the Bundesliga club. I could be wrong. Big Dan Botman up to coming season is going to be on fire. What position should we go for next? And who? Definitely the right side of midfield. What would you go for, Carl? Would you go for the right side? Definitely up front as well.
I think striker is definitely a must. We do need a striker. I mean, Callum Wilson, he gets injured, you know, and he is a little bit of a worry with that injury problems. So for me, it would be a striker next, but the right wing does need a little bit of work as well. We do need somebody in there as well. But for me, striker would be the next player on the list to get in.
100%. And also as well, our owners has done a fantastic job in a minute. They're back at anyhow to the hilt on this one. And I tell you something, they come in, they promise they're going to deliver, they do something, they're going to help us get the players coming in, and they have certainly delivered. These people, I'm telling you, I mean, big up to Merad and Amanda. They have done absolutely fantastic.
Oh, they definitely have. If you look at, there was a video I put up talking about the like repairs and stuff that they've done inside the stadium. I don't know if you've seen the images, but there's a mural that they've put inside. I believe it's a Gallagher end. It's absolutely fantastic. Literally the work that they're putting in around the ground. You can see it, you know, on different posts on Twitter going up. People inside the ground working. You know, there's a crap load of contractors at St James's Park every day now doing work. So that just shows, you know, that these owners care about the club, unlike the previous one, which is a absolute must. You know, we need owners like this, and finally we've gotten them.
Absolutely, totally agree, man. And they do care for the club. They listen to the people, listen to our fans. They've got a connection with the fans as well. They know what it is, right? I mean, for me, these are proper people, Colin. And you know what? I'm just so over the moon for them as well. They're going to do fair more and more. This is just the beginning, my guy.
Oh, I definitely just the beginning. Like I said, I said on my video about Botman, like this is just the beginning of players that we can bring to Newcastle United. If we can attract these players, you know, then who knows who else we can attract to Newcastle. I mean, we've got the money to pay, you know, any wages we want to. Obviously, the owners do have a structure there in place, which is fantastic. I love to see, you know, that they have put a structure in there and they're not paying crazy wages like we're seeing, you know, Aston Villa and Everton doing. We are being sensible about this. We don't want to be spending over the odds for 30-plus-year-olds. That's not the model we want to be looking at. Obviously, we're looking at the younger markets, as you can see, you know, with the Botman deal, the Ekatike deal that we're trying to pull off as well. And even the players that have already come in as well. Some of them were just below the 30s that were coming in. Some of them were just at 30 when they were coming in. So them obviously are going to be the ones that can help with now. But then there's going to be younger ones there coming in as well, like Botman, who's going to be there for a longer period, just like Bruno as well. You know, they're going to be there for a longer period and be able to help with down the line instead of just being immediate success, like you see with, you know, Man City when they got taken over. They just were looking for immediate success, whilst we're looking to build that and, you know, make it a longing success instead of it's done and it's finished sort of thing.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, we're not going to pay over the odds, and we're going to talk about agents later on, Ekateke as well. They got to be as well. Time to go to the cash machine, then off to the food bank. Well, I'll be up just a month's time against Forest. I'll do that once he signs on the dotted line. So don't get ahead of yourselves, by the way. Big up to Paul, by the way. Hope you're okay. Shows watch along for on Botman. He is class. I'll check it out later on. I've got the Magpie review in the cut as well, so I'll tell you in a bit. And I've also got a few people as well, like Paul's as well. And let's have a look at this one as well. And if I don't read the messages, I do apologise. Need the right winger, Lee, absolute guy. Lee, hit the subscribe button, please, mate. I think it's your first time on my channel. Please hit the subscribe button, mate, and I'll be appreciated. Thank you so much indeed. Are we going to play it back?
Is that back five he's on him?
Yeah, probably a back three sort of thing as well. So it could well be, but I still want to play a flat back four. And we haven't done bad at the back three under Eddie Howe, by the way. We haven't done that bad at all. But big up to FPL Penguin. Hit the subscribe button, please, mate. Is anyone new in this channel? All right, for the likes of FPL and Lee Leland and Paul Me as well, please smash the subscribe button so it's your first time. Welcome aboard, and hope to see you many, many more times. Midfielder, winger, and striker, and we will be set. And we're also going to do like the recruitment ratings as well, marks out of 10 in a couple of weeks' time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And the media also starting Milan couldn't afford the transfer fee yet. They're on talks to sign CH from Chelsea, and that will be about 20 to 30 mil. Maybe Botman just wanted to sign for us and not Milan. If I was a press conference, right, I would ask the question as well. Did he really want to go to Milan? We'll see. And Gail Lascelles, Richard and Clark got to go. Yeah, have to agree, mate. Have to go. I mean, yesterday's used a lot of them. I have a feeling Botman wanted to just move along because they have a great future and he's a young, in my opinion, that's from Truls. The Magpie review, big up to you, mate. Music the RB3, but whether we believe it or not, he does want to come to us, but what do we know? Botman would be a hero here and just one of many in Milan, in my opinion. And wow, I have to agree there. Well, Prowse, Hazard, and Borja. And that Borja, Carl, right, who's on loan in Southampton, would you take him, though?
Not really, no. I'm not that impressed by him, to be honest. And it looks like he's not really interested in coming to Newcastle if we were to go in from, because I've heard some rumours about him not being that impressed by, you know, moving to us for some reason. He's one of them players I think that would attract a higher wage as well. He'd be a bit greedy. And I think, you know, his club as well would want a higher fee for him as well. So for me, I wouldn't go for him. There's better options out there, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. You know, obviously everybody else has their opinions and they're entitled to them. But I don't think it's a good deal, that one.
Yeah. I have to agree. We're only going to spend the money what's worth if the players are worth it, by the way. Big up to Peter again. If Callum gets a full PCs into how that may help and elevate some of his injury problems and therefore get more games in. We are doing it in Liverpool way. That's a Magpie review. I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. So, John, are you going to thank Paya as there's money that's fun at this club and you can put all the places on people who didn't put any money into the club? Listen, I'm going to big up the PIF people. I think they've been fantastic since they've walked through the door. I mean, they're going to try and get a new training facility. They're going to back to talk. They're gonna listen to the fans. That's exactly what he's done. So move that one along. Paul's saying about Newcastle City Council on Twitter, the upgrades in James's Park. I don't know that. I'm going to check it later on. He's just chatting to Dave. Love the work put into me club. That's a mark. Big up to you, mate. Hope you're okay. These StreamYards, Carl, is just getting absolutely jumpy these days, isn't it? Yeah. This is the bigger to Ryan, by the way. He's my lead gunner, by the way. He says I would like it is, right? I mean, 90th minute bicycle kick against Forest from Botman and Paul's on the Batman mask right in front of the Gallagher.
That would be class. That would be.
He'd get booked for that as well, by the way. Just like a man did at Dortmund. Everyone's hard to other people. And yeah, big up to El Stiverton. Big up to Andrew B. I'm fan. Already subscribed. Thanks so much, Leo. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks so much indeed. Big up to Paul, by the way, top guy. Everyone say hi to everybody. Thank you, Paul, for subscribing. And what Manuel says, here we go. Here we go on a transfer. It's 99% right. I mean, I'd love to get Manuel on my channel. Even if it's for half an hour on the stream, that'd be fantastic. He'd be brilliant. But
he's very good, isn't he?
In what he does, man. He does, yeah, and he'd be brilliant. Can you imagine me getting him? That'd be brilliant. What do you think I saw him top up? His second show is just a matter of time now. Bandar, big up to you. Something's in the way. From Botman, Simon will put some pressure for Ekiteke, you think? Botman should give Newcastle some things and energy against the greedy agents. I'm going to touch on that as well. Ekiteke, does he really want to come to Newcastle United? Or do you think the agent is just trying to stop him from going?
Oh, I've said this one on my channel before when I was talking about him just recently. And I think it's the agent, to be honest, that's pushing for him to try and get a move to PSG, because the agent's asking for 13 million from what I've heard for an agent fee, which is absolutely crazy when you consider, that he's barely doing anything with this deal. He's basically just the middleman, passing paperwork from one place to another, and that's usually what an agent does, but when they're going out there, and getting companies to sponsor their player. But 13 million for an agent fee is absolutely crazy. Nobody should be getting that amount of money. Obviously, Hugo Ekitike as well is a player that is probably the highest player he's got on his clients list as well. So I can see why he's trying to make as much money as possible out of it, but you're hampering the kid's career here, by doing that, because if he goes to PSG, he's going to be sitting on the bench because there's already players like Lionel Messi there, there's Neymar there, there's Mbappe there, so he's going to be sitting on the bench, if that, to be honest, where if he comes to Newcastle, he's more than likely going to be getting first team football here, where he wouldn't be getting that at PSG or in any other club as well. So the agent needs to move aside, I think, on this one and allow the player, to do the right thing and move to Newcastle, because it's the right move for him. And we've got a lot going as well. Like I said about Botman as well, we've got a lot going. There's a big project being built here. You can see it. And I'm sure, Hugo Ekitike ain't going to want to miss out on that because of a stupid agent being greedy. So I think the agent needs to move aside, definitely, because he's the one hampering this deal, definitely.
Yeah, I have to agree, man. I have to agree. But, I mean, 13 million of you English money. Oh, my God. I think that's a disgrace. What this is, that's sack his agent really gets. And I'll tell you what as well, I'm going to say, and I hope people in the chat agree with what I'm saying, and I said this yesterday as well, if you upset the orders, the Newcastle orders, you try to fleece them away, they walk away. Simple as that. They're not going to get mugged off. They're not going to get fleeced. Just because it's just club in the world, right? They only pay what the players are worth. Simple as that. They are not going to get bullied. They're not going to get messed up. Yeah, and I hope, right, that Ekiteke's agent or all other future agents, he tries to honor our orders, right? Get the message and get the message real quick, because we're not going to get mugged off.
Yeah. If I do it the way Newcastle want to do it, for the fee that Newcastle's given, or Newcastle just blacklist you from future sales will just blacklist from going to them clubs and buying the players from them clubs if they're going to be playing hardball like that, because at the end of the day, we've got the money, they need it. So it's the same with Lille. The money that they're going to be getting for Sven Botman is crazy money. No wonder they agreed to it, because this is going to be enough money to be able to sustain their club for maybe about 4 to 5 years. Maybe it's a little bit under that. So I can see why they accepted this fee and why they were pushing for Newcastle to get Botman as well, because AC Milan just did not have the funds to be able to get that deal through. And we did. We could pay what they wanted, and we have. And according to Fabrizio Romano at 9:02 this morning, he put out on his Twitter saying that there's no issue with personal terms neither. It's all agreed on the player's side after the deal in place with Lille. So the medical is going to be as early as next week. And I've seen some say that the medical could be on Monday coming, which if it is, then that's absolutely fantastic, because we need to get him in the doors quick as possible, so he can bond with the players that are already in there. And he's going to be huge when he does come in as well, because, look at what he's done at Lille and he's other clubs as well where he's been, and at the international level as well. So he's going to be a fantastic player, him, definitely.
100%. Everything you said then, mate, is absolutely correct. Did you used to play football in your prime? I used to play in goal, by the way. I was okay at outfield, but in goal was best for me. So in my time, Diablo Anthony.
I was a fullback.
You was fullback, were you? Wow, bombing up and down the winger. Get it there, man. Was you Cafu by any chance, Cal? Cafu?
No, I wasn't that good.
Oh, bless you. I think he's decent and he's world class in this time. Diablo Anthony on the right wing would be a dream. Brennan Johnson would also be a good shot. We should bully this Brennan Johnson out of Forest. We can do quite easily. Strikers and wingers for me. We'll go for the comments. 5 subs this season would help Wolves at 100%. So would Gail Ritchie, going on with that, mate. It'll cost Newcastle 50 mil plus to get a 20-goal season striker. So I don't think we'll sign one apart from Ekateke. It was unproven, and we can make him box-to-box midfielder. He'll have to cover in the defense as well then. And I don't think he's that sort of player. Apparently, I still talking about Ekateke. I mean, God, it's up and down, by the way, what's going on there. Our defense is going to be quality next season. Really improve during the second half of the season. Apart from a blip or two, we add to midfield and a right RW and 2 good strikers then. Who knows what can happen? Absolutely, mate. Great comment. And good to see we've signed him. Yes, agree personal terms, by the way, but I think our defense was okay without him. To me, what we need is top-level goal scorer. That's in Graham. Yeah, we will get one. But who knows? Elston Delay, you guys seen the tweet of our whole backline costing as much as Maguire?
I've seen that one. That is an interesting tweet.
Very. And I'll tell you what, I mean, what can you do? I mean, Harry Maguire, I tell you what, he needs to fix it real quick. Otherwise, Man U will not win a title for years and years to come. You're not going to win a title for United with Maguire. Will Botman walk straight into starting 11 or Eddie do a Bruno? I think he walks in straight away for me because he's the proper defender. I think
he does as well, yeah.
And Nick could get in as well. Leeds in trouble, losing Calvin Phillips and Rafinha soon. Hopefully to Newcastle. Rafinha, if he's going to leave, he'll go to Arsenal.
I think it could be Arsenal, it could be Liverpool as well, though.
Yeah.
Because they're looking to get a player in. And it looks like Salah could actually be moving away from Liverpool if they were to get Rafinha in as well. So it's an interesting one. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, absolutely. We keep our eyes close as well. But I think if I was betting Guy, it'd go to the Gunners. Here, just looking for the best deal he can get. Why wouldn't you? Botman did the same. Yeah, but some of the agents are just so greedy. You know what I mean? Just try to get, especially the cost of living as well. By the way, I'm going to say that as well. 81 in the chat. Thank you very much indeed. Paul Danielle's talking about that. Romano charges €270 for 30 minutes on a live stream. There you go. Wow.
Okay, now.
I tell you what, though. I mean, if I'm a big streamer, if I was a big name streamer sort of thing, which I'm not, by the way, then thanks for that information, Danielle. I wasn't aware of this at all whatsoever. So it is what it is. But I think that'd be cool. But would you pay for that? Oh,
steep in it.
if you get over 100 people watching the streams and that sort of thing, you get 200 plus. That'd be well worth it, by the way. But thanks for that, Danielle. I appreciate that.
About 230
quid. Yeah, something for half an hour. So listen, at the end, it's not too bad. At the end of the day,
to watch.
Exactly. A million watching, million subscribers. But listen, at the end of the day, it's all about getting the guests on my channel. Defense now sorted now for striker, another midfielder. I'll be happy asking Rachel. Big up to Rachel, one of my mods. The media are furious that we are spending smart and not 100 million for a player. Do you know what it is, right? If you want to spend 100 million at your club, cool. We're doing it the right way. It's as simple as that. You know, we're not going to get fleeced. We're not going to get ripped off, sort of thing. And I tell you, if that is true, the media's just jealous, by the way. Get used to it. We're coming after you, yeah? We'll be in the top 8 next season. Real talk. The agent will lose the deal. Agent, agree 100%. Carl, about 30 mil. It's mad. No way. And he's not even a big name anyway, this agent, by the way. Show Johnson love. Hit the like button. Thank you very much, Drew. Lots show the love to you as well, my guy. Michael can fund that for Paul. That's in Ryan. Well, that's true or not. 30 mil for agent. Is he kidding? Can the player not instruct this agent he wants to come to the team? He can do, but it's just been a bit difficult this agent. Not Hugo. It's just the age. It's just been an absolute mullet. Honestly, if Ekateke doesn't care where he goes, he knows he's got to be upper level, and I think he's told his agent find the best deal, whatever that may be. Just don't think it's all down to his agent. Different opinion. 13 mil getting laughed at. I'll be walking away for Ekateke now. Too many games being played. We don't want to be wasting a whole month on this guy. Let's be real. And glorious the answer. He can play in 4 positions. Yes, he's got 10 goals this season, but he's got 17 the season before that. You know what? I don't know a lot about this guy, but I think I heard he's been great reviews there. Hey, what's up? Big up to you, Jag. Oh, became my guy. Definitely got ages 10. Yeah, exactly. Not bothered about Ekateke transfer anymore. Something to think we should go for all rights now and tools. I can understand why. Ekateke is happy. Williams are happy. It's his agent. And dancing hand to everybody. She's so kind. And Jules bid for Diaby. Well, if Ekateke is happy, you should get rid of his agent. And they're doing a no favors. Rachel on with your 110%. Yeah. And if Lille sells Botman and Davies as debt is clear, even Sanchez so will clear their debts, thank you. Carl.
What's that one about that comment?
He's on about if they sold those 3 players, then it will clear the debts. Because Lille's in financial use.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying there. The Botman deal, the money that they get from that, they could actually sustain their club for the next, I think it's 4 or 5 years, I believe I heard somewhere. So I can see why, they agreed to the deal, because it's obviously beneficial for them. And a few of their other players as well that they've gotten off the books as well is also, going to help them out as well, because they're going through a lot of money worries and money troubles at the moment. So, it is a good thing that they are getting these players off their books. It's not great for them, because they're going to, lose out on some really good players like Botman. Renato Sanchez, I believe, was one of them as well. So they're going to lose out on players like that, but they're going to be able to, still keep afloat with their club, and it won't go into the red, and end up closing their doors, because that's what we seem to forget, when we're looking at the football. The Premier League has loads and loads of money coming in, and then you look at the other leagues, and they're not as well off as the Premier League is. I mean, if you look at the French league, PSG is probably the richest there. The rest of the teams below them can't really keep up with them, so it becomes a one-team league. The Bundesliga is pretty much the same. It's pretty much a one-team league. Bayern Munich winning the title every season. The Spanish league, you've got Real Madrid and Barcelona, who are owned by the Spanish banks. That's how they can fund their club, but they're still in billions of debt. Barcelona, I think, well over $1 billion in debt now. And that's just not healthy at all, because it's going to be right there constantly until they can eventually be able to pay it down, which I don't believe they'll ever be able to be honest. because the money's just not there in the football like it is in the Premier League. And
yeah, agree.
Lille's transfers here have helped them, and they will help them, to stay afloat. So yeah, I fully agree with that one. It does.
Yeah,
It does help them.
Yeah, that's one of Frankie's best message. Well, we do like Frankie, by the way. He talks a lot of sense as well. As soon as the agent fee comes in, the cap comes in next year, the better, 100%, 110%. And we linked to Gabigol again, according to Ryan, who a journalist with 100k followers. Don't know how true that is, but again, I think for me personally, he's failed it into Milan and Benfica, and that is the problem. Big up to you, William, as well from Brazil. Good luck next season. Thank you very much indeed. We're on the Premier League. Going as well. I think the initial bid for Diablo's 34 mil obviously wouldn't be accepted at that amount, but at least talks has started. I tell you what, he did turn us down, but what do we know? I'm not going to believe that. That's from Sky Germany side, not from the English side. You know what I mean? They can say what they want. It's all about the money. Certain agents, they are good agents, but some of them are all looking for what they can get out of it. Gareth, 100. Oh, I agree with you. Absolutely right. Any fresh news about Bruno's mate Paqueta comment? In my opinion, I don't think he'll come this season because I don't think we're looking for that one. I'm not going to pay the 58 million quid what they're asking for me, in my opinion. But decent player. But for me, we need to get a winger, right winger, and a striker. The agent works for Ekitike. If he wants to move, he should put in his agent's players. I think he will be happy to come, but also to go to another club, not his agent's fault. It's fair enough. John, thank you, mate. John, we turned Joe Linton into box to box. He was a striker. Remember, Nixon found him as a star striker, and that's why I don't rate Ekitike. Well, Joe Linton's not a striker, number one, right? He ain't good enough. Secondly, Eddie Howe's changed his career, turned into a central midfielder as well. And I tell you what, he has worked hard. He's getting into the tackles. He loves getting it. If I tell you what, if Joe Linton gets booked 10 times this season, cool. Then he's doing a job for me.
Yeah, definitely. He's an absolute beast in the midfield. Like you say, he wasn't meant to come in as a striker. If you look at him, at Hoffenheim, he was playing in the same sort of position, usually out on the wing sometimes. And we're seeing him play out on the wing as well this season under Eddie Howe. And he was absolutely amazing. I believe it was the Norwich game where he played out on the wing. He was fantastic there. So if we can see, what we've seen from him this season under Eddie Howe again, for this new season coming, then, it's going to be amazing. He's definitely well improved on what he was when he first came into the club. And, well done to the lad, because he well and truly deserves it. You can see the effort that he's put in to get to where he is now. And, like I say, he fully deserves the praise that he's getting, going forward.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, Moz, I think I've got some dodgy chats as well, sort of thing as well. So if you can knock them off, please, that'd be brilliant. Go on to I missed some comments as well. I do apologize. Yes, I've got one from Jules again. Ekitike needs to work on his mentality stronger. Bandar, very good business. Eddie has time. He'll have at least 3 weeks of Botman. That's from Frankie B. Frankie, just got a horrible feeling that we're being used to push forward PSG's interest in Ekitike. Hope that's not the case, man. All the pathetic trolling of him online hasn't helped our case exactly. And F1 for Paul, hope you're okay, Paul. Big up to Diego. I'm a big streamer. I think Paul the Timothy will have something to say about that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm never going to be in this league, but listen, at the end of the day, it's all about good content. So thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that, Dave. Love you, my guy. Love you. Good luck to Hugo if he goes to PSG. He'll never get a game time there. Exactly. Big up to David. Hope you're okay. And hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Lost better than Romano. Facts, that's and Shira. Big up to George as well. Thanks for your kind words on Twitter. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much indeed. And he said, do not change. Don't change. And he's correct. John, so at some point, we'll be paying those fees caused by quality at columns of a high fee for any forward line player. And what Frank's trying to say is, right, probably the last couple of weeks before the transfer window closed, you're going to have to pay over the odds. Would you still pay over the odds, though, for a striker?
It all depends on the striker, to be honest. If you get a good one who can bang in the goals, I mean, Vlahovic, he's really good. I think, Juventus might be interested in selling them on, because he doesn't seem to be doing it in their setup. But I think if you put him into a setup like ours, I think you could actually be a really good signing for it. Another one that I'm really looking Newcastle trying to bring in would be Timo Werner. I believe Chelsea, could be willing to sell him on, obviously with their current situation, which obviously we all know about. It would be a player that, Newcastle could actually bring in for a reasonable price as well. I think it would be about 30 to 35, maybe 40 mil tops to bring in somebody like Timo Werner at Newcastle. And if you look at what he did, at RB Leipzig, he was absolutely fantastic in the German league. If you can do that, in Eddie Howe's setup as well, I think he's a player that would fit our style of play really well.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a one that I'd be looking at bringing in, Timo Werner. And like I say, he could cost a bit, minimum 30 million, tops 40 million to bring in, and he'd be an absolute steal at that price. And he would score loads of goals as well. Not that old, neither. He's still reasonably young in football terms as well, so he would be able to do it for a while for moving forward, and would show up that striking position as well, which I was talking about earlier about Callum Wilson, because we do know, he is an injury-prone player, Wilson, and he has trouble staying fit. So having somebody like Timo Werner, that could play, maybe Callum Wilson comes off the bench as a super sub. If he's willing to do that, then it would be an absolutely amazing signing. That, definitely for me, that would be a one that I'd be looking at.
100% there, by the way. Totally agree, mate. Anyone notice that the media don't want to promote Newcastle United? Well, I tell you what, if they don't do it, that's fine, but we should not do business with them as well. And I wonder how PSG has no FFP to stick after for 400 million euros lost in 3 years. I tell you what, it's a joke, isn't it? Absolutely disgraceful. We got Paul for 10 mil. Why we want to pay 30 for an agent? I tell you what, if I could take his agent, want to come to Newcastle, like we put him on the right side of midfield, no problems at all.
Judging by his pitch, I don't think you want to do that.
Wow. Or you can play up front as well, by the way. But we'll see. Indeed,
I'm not body shaming him there by any means, but he doesn't look like he's the fittest of guys.
Wow, totally agree. I laughed at Sky the other day. Starting at Newcastle, have already spent 22 million in the transfer window, and it's only been open 2 weeks. That's peanuts. And look at Liverpool and Man City. Hilarious, exactly. 100 million in debt. Missed start of the season. Start the stream. YouTube didn't send notification. But I miss, mate. If you watch it again, watch it back again later, mate, then you won't miss a thing, mate. But I do apologise that you missed it, but it's out there, mate. So just keep watching. Just greed, Cartel, I'm just gonna. Ivan Toney's name's been mentioned as well. I mean, I've got to come on to him in a minute as well, and there's a lot of talk about him as well. I'm getting questions after question after question. I think it's great, and I do apologize as well. But it's just. This as well. God to thank his comments. Well, remember, Lille have a great new setup, which now PSG have, of course, returned the best director of football into the world. And Roman Nogli from Milan, Newcastle have offered a contract. It says in media. I hope he's right. It's not 66k a week. I think give him 100 each week with Manuel and Botman. The latest I've heard from Roman Nogli, he's a Lazio fan, and I think he ended up going to Lazio as well. So for me, I think he ended up staying in Italy and play for Lazio because he's a Lazio fan. And 6'2", decent defender. I thought, well, I think he may miss out on him as well. It's not Chris Money's going to offer him, but I think he ended up going to Lazio. We've signed 3 players. You never know. If we do get 3 signings, that'd be fantastic.
I think Christian Eriksen would be a good one if we could get him.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, but. Yeah, it'll probably be between Brentford and United. I think he ended up going to United, by the way, to be fair. Because
the rumours going around is that he actually turned down Man United. So
wow.
I think it's between Brentford and either going to, I think, Spurs, or there's also us in there as well. I don't know who was the front runner on it, but I did hear the rumours that he turned down Man United. So.
Well, if you turn Man United to stay for Brentford, I wonder what the Man U fans would think about that. That'd be just so embarrassing as well. And Ten Hag as well. Wow.
It would be good
shithousery. Wow.
And again,
people, and then people say that I'm a red. I'm not a red. Everyone knows I'm not a red. I'm definitely not a red. So I thought I'd let you know on that as well. No, I've got close to 100 people watching live on the show. Thank you so much indeed, people. If you like the video, like what you see, then please consider subscribing. New people, welcome aboard. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the likes as well. And I'll look for 100 likes today. If you can, that'd be amazing. If you'd like to super chat, then click on the $sign. Just give what you can. And if you'd like to become a member, then please hit the join button as well. So it's 99p as well, by the way, a month. That is nothing. Revenge. I finally to get Botman and still Romagnoli for Milan. Now, do explore. I think he sort of is, but I still think go to that. So, France isn't a one league team. If you look at Monaco, they've got the richest owner, but he's got Bipola builds a team that goes mad and sells them off. Love to take Bashir Chile, by the way. That guy's brilliant. Off the spot, do you think we need some centre back right-footed? Probably not, mate. Probably not now, but it'd be nice, but probably not. Now I've got 100 people watching live. Thank you so much indeed, each and everyone watching this channel. Love, share the love. Also, do follow Carl on 100% Mags as well on his YouTube, also on the socials as well. And we will come to that a bit later on. We go for another 25 minutes or so before I let you get away. I was supposed to get away with the rules being 1 billion in debt. The interest alone must be, oh man, I tell you what, they do find a way, and they shouldn't find a way. John, told you more than 10 times now. Read me first name, Frankie. I'm a woman, not a man. I'm sorry, Frankie. I'm sorry. I didn't even know. I didn't even think of Frankie, right? You Frankie is her last name, but I was sorry, Frankie. Share the love to you. Share the love to you. Again, no, I do apologize. I do apologize. I tell you what, maybe we should chuck in an extra 10 quid on top of the food bank as well. If the RBS said no, they wouldn't have made a bid, surely. And then Danielle said, "Calm down, Frankie." That's from Danielle. Danielle does like competitions. I love Danielle the bits down the way. I think she is amazing as well. She's a top Toon fan. And there's all speculation regarding what's going on with this agent. None of us knows what happened. Our negotiation team will know how best to handle the situation. So let's wait and see what happens. That's a fair comment, Pete. That's a fair comment, mate. Thank you for that. I'll give him a star comment for that, by the way, as well. And thank you for your attention. Any questions to Carl, by the way, people, just fire away. He won't run onto him at all whatsoever. To me, it's true what his agent wants football's club another. Other thing, an agent takes his percentage, usually between 15 and 20%. Or that's going to change next season. Porter will be our new striker. Eddie Howard is magic, just like Joe Linton. Wow. And Rachel's pardon thanking timeout. That's what we got mods here for. Do apologize, Frankie, but I like that. Then who's a better goalkeeper, Nick Pope or Prime me? Oh man. I tell you what, though, I leave that to Nick Pope, by the way. He's the expert sort of thing. Like, he's the next best thing for me sort of thing. But listen, people are saying that we got Pope, let's get Jesus. But that's never going to happen anytime soon. Well on mods, I've got an announcement as well. It's got a new mod coming in soon, which I will announce very, very soon. You could be watching right now. Best question. Brilliant, man. And that's what it's all about. We've got Jules, peace, Jules in the house, people. Big up to Jules, by the way, and share some love to Jules as well. And just gonna say as well, I mean, what will Sven Botman bring to the team? What do you think he'll bring to the team?
Like I say, he's a fantastic player. He's very good defensively. He's strong as well. I mean, if you look at some of the games that he's played on YouTube, you can see them. I've watched him play live as well on, live streams and stuff. I've watched on the net of him playing. He's a fantastic player. Similar mold to, Virgil van Dijk, that sort of kind of player. Strong, physical, being able to push people off the ball. He's got an amazing pass on him as well. I mean, there's some videos of him on YouTube doing passes, like 50, 60, 70, even 80-yard passes up the air pitch. Absolutely amazing passes, in them getting right on the foot of the player as well. I mean, if you put that with what I was saying before as well, if getting Timo Werner in, you have a player like that, or even Callum Wilson, for that matter, you know, you have a player like that on the end of one of them passes, then you're absolutely laughing. We're going to be scoring bags and bags of goals. So he can defend, but he can also pass the ball, which is brilliant. He's quite mobile as well. I know quite a lot of people were saying that he's slow, but from what I've seen of him, he looks pretty quick on his feet. And his height alone is going to be amazing. I mean, if you put him alongside Dan Burn in that centre-back role, they're going to be over 6 foot each themselves. And then you're going to have Nick Pope in goal, you know, if he gets the number 1 spot. And he's 6'6", so we're going to have a big height at the back when them balls come in from the corners. So we're going to benefit from that. Obviously, for the crosses as well, from Kieran Trippier on the attacking side of things, we're going to be able to benefit there because there's images of him, you know, banging in headers right, left, and centre. We know Dan Burn can bang in headers right, left, and centre as well. So we're going to benefit in the set piece department with Kieran Trippier doing his bit. There's just loads and loads to talk about Sven Botman. I could literally go on about him all day. He's such a fantastic player. He really is, and I'm glad that we, you know, got him to come to Newcastle United because we need this kind of player.
Absolutely.
We need this kind of player.
We could talk till 12 o'clock and neat sort of thing as well for this guy. You know, I got Ryan, so big up to Ryan for Canada. Brother killed it in the Bundesliga. Why? Because defenses are crap and play the high lines in the Bundesliga. That's his comments. Everyone's tend to agree with this guy, and I'm good. Just melting down for good to Jules. Yep, big up Ivan Toney or DCL for 50 mil. Who would you pay? Who would you sign between Ivan Toney or DCL?
Neither of them.
I can tell
by your face.
I can tell by your face, mate. I mean, for me, I mean, a lot of people saying that Ivan Toney is still a quality sort of thing, like, you know what I mean? But it'd be very interesting. I mean, if he did come back to Newcastle, I'm gonna have to back him because he's done it in the Premier League. For me personally, with Ivan Toney, he's got to do it again for Brentford next season. If he does better, and we've linked with him, I would take him. But I wouldn't take him yet. He's got to do it all over again next season. See what he does. This season, he got away with it. The second season syndrome, I think it'd be okay. We'll see. Have you moved away from the woolly hat image now, Cal? Hey!
No, I needed a haircut. That's why I had the hat on. I usually always put it on when I need a haircut.
Aye. Good for you, man. I need Nkunku over Werner. I take him over Werner. Nkunku's just on a new deal with Leipzig as well. Werner doesn't score enough in the Prem. Doesn't matter what he did in Germany. That's a mogul. That's a fair enough comment. Do you guys see this a good option for me? Not for me. He will not be my first choice. He's way overpriced as well. What's he won? What has he won? Has he won the championship? Absolutely not. If he has, and he gets that somebody cool, that'd be then we'll believe in him. But until then, he hasn't done a thing. Yeah. And
exactly.
Let's have a look as well. I got Jules as well. Do apologize. Ryan's cutting it as well. Diesel will be a flop. It'd be a big money flop, by the way. If Charleston gets unsold, Everton will be desperate towards the end. Again, I mean, half and off on him, by the way. Decent player, but he dives a lot. So he'd be frustrated for me. Not for me at all.
I don't like the diving myself, neither.
I don't. I hate it. If Botman goes for Monday, that's a 60 million spend. Ekateke will push that to 94. How much do you reckon we're prepared to spend? For me, probably 150 mil, and I think that'd be okay. But if we do well, when it comes to January, right, people's going to say, oh, you can get some more players. If we're doing well in a good position, then do we need to buy any more in January? We don't know, but you've got to push on, by the way. That's the thing.
I would buy a couple.
Yeah.
Just to strengthen a few areas if we do need it, yeah. I would buy a few in January just to strengthen up and like refresh the squad a little. Because we could then move on some of the players that are already there. I mean, if John Joe Shelby and players like that don't move on in this window, then they will more than likely move on in the January window.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Just got to take things over if you can. Here we go. The same spam I was saying on other YouTube live streams. I just wish YouTube would do something to stop that rubbish. What Instagram, right? I mean, I would never, ever, ever, ever say that we signed this player without him coming to the club. Yeah, we can talk about if he's been agreed. We can talk about that. We can just talk about the player, what he brings, etc. I will never, ever do a live stream saying that we signed this player and he hasn't done it yet. So trust us on that. There's a few out there saying that the deal's done this and that and t'other. Yeah, I'll do things correctly.
Yeah,
I do not shoot yourself in the foot.
There was one channel that Adam Pearson was talking about, and I've seen it myself as well quite a few times, called Newcastle United Official TV. Obviously, it's just like a robot voice, like narrating over the news, and the news is just completely clickbaity. I mean, they're saying that players have joined and they haven't even like been linked with. There was Moussa Diaby that was saying had joined with. He's been linked with, but you know, we haven't even gotten to a point where it was like that. They even said, you know, there was who was it? I think there was Harry Kane and Dele Alli and all them kinds of players, and they were saying that they'd been agreed and they'd arrived. It was just absolutely ridiculous clickbait content. But yeah, you definitely need to stay away from channels like that. You know, it's not damaging to the person who's running that channel.
He just you know, like misleading the fans. We don't want that sort of. We don't want to lie to the fans. That's the worst thing you're gonna do. Saying that it's a done deal. Everyone, people just doing it for clicks and that sort of, and clicks and retweets and likes as well. But at the end of the day, excuse me, it's best to do it when you sign. I mean, I think it's Billy said to us sort of on shoot myself in the foot. Why were you even going to do it anyway until you sign? That's Nick Put, by the way. Do it when you sign. That's the second one I'm going to do. So you talk about the medical, you can talk about the fees we'd agreed, but I'll never ever say that he signed first. You know what I mean? So I know people pipe up and say, "Oh, we're going to get him," sort of thing. But if that's their motto, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I would never ever use false infos on my channel. Never in a million years. There's no way. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But you're right. What you say, you're right. Just you need to pipe down and just wait and see. Makes me laugh. West Ham plus are complaining about us copying their targets, even though we haven't bid for or signed any of them, proving that it's just shyster media links trying to create rivalry. That's and Dan. I have to agree, mate. Lingard's still a free agent. I wouldn't touch with a barge pole. Absolutely no way. Thank you very much to Jules on the mods as well. Appreciate that. We can't just sign everyone. That's exactly. I'm from Denmark. Is Brentford or Newcastle or is 50-50. It wants to stay in London, mate, and I've got a feeling that it. I think I did say United earlier, didn't I? But I think he'll probably stay in London and wait and see.
It would be hilarious if he chose Brentford for 10k less. That would be kind of hilarious if he chose Brentford for 10k less over Man United.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? I don't think Maisie will be happy with that at all whatsoever. She'll lose the plot if that happens. But still. Enkouga lease clause is at 60 million euros. But is he interested? I can give you the answer straight away. He's not. I'll tell you exactly why. It's because he is not impressed with our project. His words, mind. Not mine, not yours, not the chat. Smash the likes. Thank you very much indeed. We're going for another 10 minutes or so because I know Carl's a busy guy. You have. Thanks for watching the intros and guys. Actually, it's happening in London, but as you know, money talks in most cases. That's from Gav. And got one sorted out with Jules. 97 before we get 97 to go before YouTube react. That's true. And that's okay, John. I don't like you most blogging me because I didn't send that. Wow. All it is, you have an opinion, Frank. We love your opinions, yeah, but at the end of the day, I do know it was a lie. I presume you're a lie, but obviously now you told us your last. Cool. And I do apologize. Just go for Frank profile, Aston Davy. Everyone chat to everyone as well. And just no bickering, that'd be cool. Go and chat in the Jules. Jack, just sub to Carl's channel. Good man. There you go. You got a sub. You got a sub, Carl.
Cheers, mate.
Big up.
Thanks for that.
You know, so there's one choice now. Fit to Oisman. There's 8 low strike in the push. I've seen Richarlison take his back up plan. Wow. Do you know what it is? Oisman, I'd take him all day long for Napoli. That guy is absolutely outstanding.
He's fantastic.
Class, actually. Injuries, scored 16 goals. Oh.
he does something brilliant as well, which I don't think a lot of people have picked up on. And my brother picked up on it, and he does something absolutely brilliant with the ball. He actually, when the ball comes towards him, he heads it on to make the run, which is something that we've seen in Newcastle before. Obviously, in the past, it was Andy Cole that used to do it, and he would head the ball on and then run onto it. And that is something, you know, that Osimhen actually does. So it would be amazing to see him play for Newcastle. He's a fantastic, speedy player as well. So we'll see how it goes with that one. But it would be nice to see a player like that come to Newcastle. He has done some really good stuff as well. But that heading of the ball on just, you know, reminds you of Andy Cole. And we all know what Andy Cole did when he was at Newcastle. I mean, if Osimhen could do even a small amount of that, you know, that would be an absolutely sensational signing for us moving forward.
Absolutely, mate, 100%. Prime JS for sure. So Stefan, Dan, but I wonder if Eddie's going to turn Willock into a winger, and definitely looks good up front. He does in mid. Enjoying the show, several Roman Corks. Andrew, enjoy it, mate. I don't drink alcohol, by the way, but everyone on this, by the way, my guy. Ericsson will be a great free for us, but I'm sure Ericsson's family settled in London after everything went through. It's more important than the money, more important things in life and football. He's absolutely right, isn't he? He's spot on again. Brother can't finish his dinner. Tell that to Ryan, by the way.
At Chelsea, you can't. At Leipzig, he was absolutely amazing.
Wasn't he just? Let's see a world-class striker sign for us. Probably a quality striker, but not a world-class striker yet. Botman become Philippe Albert too.
Oh, that would be nice.
that'd be mint, man. As long as you get a goal scorer in the summer, I'm happy with our main striker. Yeah, that's some truths. Go out as well. Yeah. Okay, see what you mean. John, have you ever thought being a manager? Your tackling nuts is phenomenal every time you think about footy. Wow. Do you know what? I might thinking about doing like a tactic show. I could do it. I could do a tactic show. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do they call it? They do a lot on some big streams as well, by the way. Analysts as well, like, and they watch that on a few other channels as well. There's a guy called Graham as well on AFTV. He's absolutely brilliant, by the way. That guy is absolutely amazing. So I'd love to do like a tactic show as well. No to Tony. Thanks for that, Ollie. I'm going to give you a star on that one as well. No to Tony and DCL. Tony scored 1 or 2 times on open play. And that's got as well. That's on the trim. I got Jamaica Cry. Yay, Jamaica Cry!
It appears me hat was a trademark like the Irish guy's scarf, apparently.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Wow. I was going to say, man, I mean, you should do like what do you call it? It should be like on a fashion show, mate. But I'm not be doing a fashion show. I think you'd be good at that, kid. There you go. Great chance. Great choice yesterday, John. You have to have it on again. Make this guy regular. I heard people cry. Peter, I did going to make Colin regular, so I've got Maisie regular. I've got Grace Lindsay regular as well. I've got all my chat regulars as well. All my regulars, you in as well. All we need is a 20-goal plus score in the window. Totally agree, Truls. Thank you so much indeed. Thanks to about Osimhen and Jovic as well. Fofana from Monaco. Is Fofana from Monaco? Is he from Leicester, by the way? Could be a different Fofana. Make a midfield, top class, and
might be a different one, yeah.
Yeah, could be. You're right. Fans of different clubs took it along to Javi Posse. Big up to Steve. There's a is happening things. Big up to Dean as well. Yeah, I think I'm getting found out now. I'm afraid. See what you mean, Dean. I hope you're okay, mate. If Dean's on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, I think he'd be brilliant. Did I hear someone say Botman quick? Considering his height, it's not a surprise he was ranked around 200 in aerial duels, game in the top 5 leagues. Wow. And don't forget the World Cup this Christmas. Well, I've got a sneaky suspicion I'll be prepared to go mental this summer and January as well. That's from Ian. Big up to Ian. And Angelica Bale with a good shot, as you can get him now. Load him back until Jan, until he turns 18. And then we have a guarantee boost in January. I heard big things about him Foxy knows more of him, by the way.
Yeah.
Angelo, yep, big up. And yeah, Dean as well, yeah. And but some of these ones I'm gonna have to go through real quick. Yeah, so like I said, are we gonna get Ekiteki?
I believe if the agent doesn't keep doing what he's doing, then I believe we could get him. I believe we could get Ekitiki, but the agent, like I said earlier on, you know, is the one that's causing the most problem, to be honest. And I think, you know, Ekitiki has got to do something about that, because he's going to end up ruining his career because the agent's trying to be greedy with this 13 million fee whole debacle that's going on. Definitely needs to be done something about that before we can, you know, say that Ekitiki is coming to Newcastle. But the agent's the stumbling block for me on that one, moving forward.
Exactly. We're going over 10 more minutes on this, by the way, before we wrap up as well. Graham meant the spam in the chat. Yeah, I thought it was so I thought that now. I'm thinking, damn, thanks, Rachel, thanks, mods as well. Highest spends of the world in there, the first transfer window, 63 million spent in the first two off the summer transfer, 2 months to go. I think we're gonna eclipse it as well. Chelsea spend big, Man U spend big. You know, Arsenal do exactly the same as well. They got to Brad, by the way, after interviewing me, I hope you're okay. He's a regular on my channel as well, by the way. He talks a lot of sense, this kid. He really, really does. And hope you're having a good time. And yeah, they're doing the kind of job. I'm also dealing with the chat. You host the remod. Definitely. Thanks so much indeed. So basically, carry on. So I'm doing. And just on a new contract too, yes. But then we say he's going to be sold. But at the end of the day, I mean, he just want to come to us because he doesn't believe in our project. Then, if that's the case, you still at Leipzig, mate. What player would you like to come to Newcastle United? We need a striker and a right-sided midfield player. Who that would be, I don't know. And view on Scamaka, the Italian striker. Is he good as just another Chris Wood? He's levels above Chris Wood, by the way. He is brilliant. Watching Sassuolo, I like his movement. I like his, you know, good in the air. And I tell you what, I mean, he's good at his deck as well. He can hold the ball up really, really well. I'm a big fan of Gianluca Smacca, a big fan of him. And if it's going to be him, I take him all day long. Around about 40 million, though. And John's only impact sub lately for Santos. Great prospect, but nowhere near ready for the Prem yet. Sign him and maybes. Loan him to the Brazilian club where he play regularly. And that guy, hopefully, will be back to Santos if he decides to come. Here's an easy way to... He's on the block.com. Click get the message. I get what you mean. Brad said, hi, Ryan. Foxy, is there any uncommon wonder kids in Europe? Because I generally went to Dortmund. And didn't know that was Frankie as well. Or, I do apologize if I'm missing a lot of people, but I'll get around to it very quick. I've got Luke in the chat as well. He's a Gruner fan. He's a good mate as well. And there you go. I've got that one. I've got that one. I've got a message off Billy as well, by the way. 100, thanks, peace. Click the Jules. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Mods, as well. Without you guys, I don't know where I'd be. Good to see 100 people watching live. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and also super chat, and also be a member. In tune. We got the Dean. Yeah, I like that one. I like it as well. We need more players on the side because of the 5 subs rules. We need more quality. That's some rules. Exactly. And that's Lee. Oh, wow. So we need a holy trinity. We have a saint, we have a pope. Now we have Jesus. Wow, brilliant. Big up to Luca Bahana. You're good as well. That's a fantastic interview you done yesterday with Darmesh, by the way, from Sky Sports. Big up, Luca. Absolutely fantastic. Well, it was Botman. Sven Botman plays for Lille, mate. He's a centre back, Dutch international as well. Dutch U20 international. And Nick said,
Come on, Luca, you need to go back under your rock if you don't know Botman.
I like him. I do like him. Who was that young lad from Portugal called who was linked with Call Again? That was Fernandez, Roger Fernandez, by the way.
Yeah, Roger Fernandez. 16 years old. Yeah. From Braga. And there's been talk that Newcastle's going to put a fee in and then loan him back to them until he's 18 years old, and then he'll come over at Newcastle.
Yeah.
He's a really good one as well, another amazing player. And I know I keep saying that a lot, and it starts sounding a little watered down when you just keep saying amazing player for everybody. But all these players that were being looked into, you know, to join Newcastle, they're all really good players in today's football. We're looking at some absolutely amazing talent, and you know, Roger Fernandez is another one of them amazing players that's going to be huge in the future if he's got the right guidance. And you know, look at what he's doing in Liga NOS right now for SC Braga. You know, he's tearing it apart there, and that's a 16-year-old kid doing that against first teamers. You know, that some of them are double his age. You know, and it's crazy to see a player doing that, you know, in that kind of league. And if he can adapt that to the Premier League, you know, then that would be amazing as well. But we'll see how it goes with that one. But he's another good player, definitely. That will be linked into for.
Yeah. Very young player as well, by the way. For a fan, by the way, Jordan is not from Monaco. He is from Lens. He used to play for Udinese as well, by the way. I was just reminded that. Thanks, Foxy, as well. Are Lucas looking at offloaded players this window? We are, but they don't want to go because they're not going to get the same money at different clubs. Simple as that. So they're putting money before their careers, which I think is absolutely wrong. Is that age really asking for 30 mil? According to Carl, yes.
Yeah, according to what I heard, yeah, Peter.
Let's go for it as well. I'm not going to read that, by the way, Oliver. I'm not going to get fooled by that. For fan for ex-Udinese now plays for Lens. Yes, I heard of them now. I thought Roger Fernandez, that's the name. Yes, spend big, but we will spend smart. That's some splat. Do hit the subscribe button, splat mate, and just hit the subscribe button to call as well. Gonzalo Ramos is any good. Apparently, he looks the real deal, by the way. He looks the real deal, apparently. But I'm not watching play personally, but you know, if he does come, whoever he goes to, I think he'll be a stellar player, by the way. Fee out of 150. If you see this, please drop a sub. I've already subscribed to your channel, my guy. And big up to Dan. Thank you for the donation, by the way, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. Something towards your Romano fun, mate. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure we do good things as well. Thank you. I think that's about the 5th time I had a donation. Last 5 times to the live stream a donation. That is brilliant. Thank you so much indeed. We'll go for the comments quickly for the wrap up. So I think it's fair for everyone. Cheers, Carl, to you as well. Great to see you on the Saturday afternoon stream on this channel. Seeing us asleep by 7 p.m. during the weekday with getting up 4 a.m. for work. Travel up, keep the good work. Thank you very much, Graham. Share the love to you, my guy. Share the love to you. And thanks for the great show, John. I'll catch you next one. You take care of your wife as well. He's a great guy, who's from Cardiff. I think his wife is a Man U fan. I could be wrong. Great show. Thanks, Jules. And Ginger's block from John. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that'll be dealt. I'm sure it'll be dealt with. I mean, Daniel as well had to come down with us. I don't know. Thanks for the mods as well. You mods have been absolutely wonderful. You've done a wonderful job. Got a new one coming. I'm going to mention his name in a bit. Been a great show. Don't let our plebs. Thank you very much, Andrew. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks for PDK. And he's from Monaco, John. Joe Favana is from Lens as well. Even Foxy said the same thing as well. Rachel's chatting to Dean. And totally agree. And Gonzalo Ramos, 14 goals at E18 from Portuguese 21s, in the Portuguese league. Not bad for a kid. And that's called the knickknacks. Thank you very much indeed. Everyone say, what you doing, man? He's only 21. I'll definitely check him as well. And that's what calling for sure, John. Take care, everyone, to you as well, mate. And that's going to wrap up as well. It's been an hour and 10 minutes, and it's been a great blast. And Carl, did you enjoy coming on, sure, for the first time?
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice to catch up with you as well before we went live. And it's been a great show talking about Newcastle. You know, that's what we like to do at the end of the day. That's why we're here, to talk about the club that we love, and to also talk about that Sven Botman deal as well, which was fantastic to hear about that news last night. And it's been fun. It's been great chat and a great little, shooting the breeze about Newcastle United. That's brilliant little day.
Champion stuff. And we're definitely going to do like a rating show soon, like signing rating shows soon, probably a week before the new season. I'm sure Botman's going to get high ratings as well. And I'm going to read this comment. So, one young player transfers, who do we like? Any good future, I think, Scottish player. That's the guy for Kilmarnock. I'm going to speak to Jeanette Galbraith on Twitter and find out the lowdown of this kid, because she's a Kilmarnock fan. I just realised that as well. Thanks, Pete, for that, mate. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks for the mods as well. Have a look at Monaco for fan. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a fan for Lons, but I didn't know it's a fan from Monaco, but I'll check them out. Great show, Rachel, and great as well. No more link to a bell. I mean, is he Cardiff linked? John Carl singing Blaine races there. Sure. No, thank you, Andrew. Not for me. Subscribe to the show as well. Big up, Adventure.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot indeed. And let's have a look at this one. I don't know why Bell doesn't just take off golf. Wow. Fair enough. How is it? Don't need Colombo. It's played of the. Yeah, that's true. I'll get that dealt with. The mod will get it dealt with as well. And guys, if you like it, I'll let you go first. Where do you find it on the socials? I mean, you got some cracking ones there, mate.
Like always, you can follow us at 100% Mags. It's at 100 PCT Mags on all my socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Obviously, you can follow us at 100% Mags on YouTube, which is where I post my content of all the Newcastle related stuff. Also post up some funny comments now and again as well. My brother runs the Twitter account for us, so he's posting up content there, just different little funny banters against fans, like Everton and Aston Villa. He doesn't troll them, of course. It's just trolls towards us and hits back with a funny banter back at them. At the end of the day, it's all a bit of fun, and it's just at the end of the day, if they're willing to do it with us, then let's give them enough back in their own way. But you can follow us on all of them, and 922 hours away, I believe it is, from 4,000 watch hours. So if I could get that up, that would be great. I'm trying to get the YouTube partner program, which I've applied twice now, but been out of it for some reason. Don't know why. But hoping to get into that YouTube partner program soon, which will obviously help the channel, because all the money from that will go back into the channel to help the channel to grow and spread to a wider audience. But you can follow us on all them socials. As I said, 100 PCT Mags on all of them: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But it's been great coming on. And thanks for inviting us on as well, John.
Brilliant stuff. And we had over 100 people watching as well. I think it's 105 people watched the channel live, the tops as well. I'd like to say each and every one of you, thank you very much indeed. Do smash the likes as well. Do hit the subscribe button if you are new. If you like to super chats like Dan Bounce, thank you, Dan. £5 super chats, then click on the $sign. And if you'd like to become a member, it's 99p as well. Mods, thank you very much indeed. You've done a fantastic job as well. And Jules is spot on when she said, I commentate, you mods, and that's the job as well. And at the end of the day, right, it's just absolutely brilliant. I really appreciate that. I'll shoot back tomorrow as well with Grace Thompson around about 3 o'clock. So keep eyes peeled for that. I'll let the people know on social media. She is absolutely fantastic. And I'd like to say thanks again, Jules, Rachel, Jules, and Louis as well. And I mean, Tony wasn't in today for me mods. I love me mods. I love me people. And thanks for joining. Don't go away. Carver will be with you backstage. And I should see you guys tomorrow. Watch what you're doing and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.